let's start shooting. Looks like we got a hit there. Well, we just can't catch a break out here. We came out to the range. We reserved the range out here today to get some footage. And it's just blowing hard. You can see the target frame out here. It's just like a sail. And it keeps picking up the target frame. Luckily the camera on the tripod is doing a good job of staying put. It did take one dive on us, but seems to be working just fine. So we've got the monitor set up. We're gonna start out with it here, a couple of 21 feet or so, and then work our way out. So we're gonna take a couple of shots here at 21 feet. Three shots is plenty. Let's see how we... It's decent. And of course, we're right here. So let's walk that out a little ways. We're going to take the monitor with us because it's easier to adjust the target and the camera when you have the monitor with you. We're going to set the camera down and we're going to use the monitor to position the camera. So now we got the target down there about 25 yards or so. And we're never going to be able to see those holes normally. And this is where the camera will be a big help. And what we're going to shoot for is this small piece of tape. So we'll see how we do this time. Kind of tough to see that little piece of tape that far away. Not too bad. Kind of hard to see that piece of tape. So now what we'll do though is we'll move that target back even further. And we'll give this target cam and my shooting abilities a run for their money. Being out this far, I figured it's probably a better idea to shoot at the steel just because it's a reactive target. And that's the shooting line we're going to be shooting from. Something like 200 yards away. This isn't the maximum range for the target cam, but it's pretty far out here. And this is the view we're getting from the camera. I went ahead and put a couple of rocks there to keep it from falling over. I also collapsed the tripod so that it's only 2 lengths out instead of 3. So it's not quite as tall. And that gives us sort of an up view of the target. Now these 2 in the shoulder that look like 2 hits are actually holes in the shoulder, so it's painted. But I think I will add a little bit more paint to this just to make sure it's nice and black. Now a pretty big gust of wind came by and it didn't look like that camera even flinched, so I think putting the rocks there might have done the trick. Alright, you can see that we've got what, 3 or 4 bars there, 4 bars, and that's easily 200 yards, getting really close to 200 yards down there. There's the steel that we're looking at, and there's the target cam sitting next to it, and you can see those rocks at the base that I put there so it wouldn't fall over in this wind. We've got some pretty decent wind. That's a fairly large piece of steel. Sure, it's balancing on that rod out there, but it takes a bit of wind to move it. So that's how far away it is. Shooting, kind of, getting it aimed in. We're not being super finicky about it. We're really testing the camera more than anything else. And this will be the furthest we've actually done a good shooting video of it. So I'll put my ear protection on here, and we'll see how we do. I'm going to shoot for just sort of, high center of chest there, and we'll see if that's where the rounds end up going for me. And let's start shooting. Looks like we got a hit there. Ooh, a miss. Just behind it. And I didn't see the puff there on the video. Let me move this out just a hair so you can see the whole screen there. Should have quit while I was ahead with that first shot. Another hit. And it looks like we can see him hitting right there in the neck. Pretty neat. And I'll take 3 hits out of however many we had there. I'm actually shooting iron sights here. I'm using a Saiga 545, 16-inch barrel, iron sights. And it's kind of tough to try to do a point of view, but this gives you an idea of what I'm looking at when we're sighting this thing in at that sight, at that iron target down there. I just went out there and I painted that target, so I had a nice black piece of steel to shoot at, and I think we can pretty easily see what 1, 2, 3 hits. The 2 of those brighter ones are the sky shining through the holes that we talked about earlier, but real easy to see the hits as they're showing up there. I am very impressed. I'm going to put this back into the tripod here, and I got one more round, so let's see if I can't make one more hit. Right on. So, real happy with that target cam. That gust of wind was pretty good. It knocked over my drink. It's knocking the signal out of this. We're getting a no signal. But as soon as the wind dies down, the signal comes back. It's kind of weird. So, I think I'm going to keep shooting. This is kind of fun. Of course, I'm out of water now. There's a hit. That was a hit. 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 And it is nice being able to check them out on that target cam and see just where we're hitting. So we'll zoom out from watching those hits again to see that we're using the target cam with this AK-74 style Saiga 545 that we got at Arms of America, and then of course we're shooting it on the Monty Designs X-Rest. Let's go back to shooting out at that target, approximately 200 or so yards out there. And you can see the target cam out there pointed at it. And as we zoom back out, the other half of our target cam is right here. And we'll take a look at how those shots are going to do for us. Looks like a hit. Pretty fun combo here. Alright, I figured I'd just play around a little bit. We're shooting off the Monty Designs X-Rest with the Saiga 545 rifle. And I just sighted in a little bit using our target cam. And even though our target cam's not set out up here, I'm going to just use the digital zoom on this JVC camera and see how we do at this target, which is probably about 75 yards, something like that. It's really not even fun because it's just super easy to hit this thing. I need to go put my hostage swinger on it. That'll make it a little tough. And I think we did pretty good here. Didn't fall over in the wind, and we definitely got some shots on target. Worked real well with the black paint, and I think they showed up real well with the target cam.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.